always been interested in music, but I guess professionally started in the beginning of 1995 at what used to be called Casa de Fiesta, with a band called Pina Colada, and that was with Richard Arroyo and Mario Borro. The way we started is we got on stage with a previous band, and they said, "Hey, you guys want a gig here?" Like, yeah. Rich said, "Yeah, let's get a gig here." And we only knew like one song, so we had to rehearse, and we learned about, I don't know, gosh, 5, 6, 7 songs, and then we started doing a regular night there and then expanding our repertoire. At that same place, I got to meet the guys which would become Renaissance, Dave Santos and Rain Pinko. And that summer, we started playing together. And Mario Borro joined us later that year. First of all, there's so much of a comfort level being in your home, you know. Not only being home, the clubs you're familiar with, but playing with guys like with Dave Santos and Mike Hartendorf, and guys that just really you know, support you musically, you know, as a brother, everything. I mean, the gigs were very easy for me. And when I went to Hawaii, that was just me by myself, and it was pretty difficult to try and break into the scene. So the first couple years, I didn't have anything going for myself, and then I kind of decided I was try and get some gigs out there on the more towards the jazz side. I started to get really busy, and at one point I had 6 gigs in a week, and I just took on too much. I started getting these offers like, oh yeah, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. Yeah, no problem. And then it became too much, so I scaled it back down to 2 to 3 nights. Growing up, we used to watch Soul Train at my house. My mom would always have Soul Train on every Sunday or Saturday, whichever one it was, when we're cleaning the house. So I was always exposed to that type of music, and you know, so artists like Earth, Wind & Fire, Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway, those types of artists early on kind of built a foundation. Jackson 5, all that kind of stuff. Michael Jackson later on. And then I started to listen to like the Doobie Brothers, Kenny Loggins, that stuff in high school. I'm happy to see that there's bands still like Joyride and DB still playing, because when we were playing Renaissance, these guys were playing, so it's nice to see those guys still doing it. There's a new crop of young musicians out there. Rock Bottom, there's Toka that plays on Friday at Ralphie's rather. Yeah, there's a lot. We were able to snag Shannon McManus in for Friday nights at House of Brutus. So she's been, I think she's exceptional. So I'm glad to be able to sing with her. I think the biggest one in terms of just music as a whole and just the nicest person ever is Patrick Palomo. I know that I saw the piece with Mike Hartendorf the other week, and he mentioned Mike. I mean, Mike had mentioned Pat, and rightfully so. Pat's done so much for the music scene here, and he's so humble and so giving. Maybe Donny Hathaway. He passed away too young, you know. Just to be his backup vocalist, that'd be pretty awesome. Or Michael Jackson, just to be in that show, just that huge orchestration. That'd be pretty incredible. But you know, I've been lucky. I got to perform with great people, and I've been in a band called Renaissance. That these guys, I mean, to play with those guys, I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better. Well, I keep saying that I or some group that I perform in, we need to get in the studio. And Renaissance, we need to get in the studio. But we need to capture some stuff that we have written over the years. And the only thing, I mean, people remember your gigs. People remember, oh yeah, I remember you guys used to play. But if you actually have it documented, and that's what needs to happen. I would definitely like to thank my family, my wife, my children, my 3 children. Without you guys sticking by me through all my gigs and all my, all the times I need to rehearse and practice and do all that stuff. Yeah, thanks for all that.